Hello everyone, welcome to the Finsforce. In today's video, we are going to look at what is party data model is and how many related objects with it. We will map this with a real-time example. So if you go to the object manager and just type for the party, you will see multiple objects related to party will come. Even few API names will not make sense like a PTY, create profile, Fins SSC activity. Means you can make out what is the name of it and party profile is one of the most complicated and complex data model to understand because it is mostly related to banking. So I have divided party profile into four categories. First is the folder, second is the page inside it, third is the sticker and the string. What is folder? So folder is nothing just like a physical folder we used to have when we were in college, right? Where when we are submitting any assignment or something, we used to have some file. That file we will some put name of your project, your name and some basic information, and the detail of that project will be inside that particular physical folder, right? Similarly, bank also store the customer data in that physical format. When there was no IT system was there, everything was paper based, so they used to have a physical folder where they will write down the customer name, their basic details. That is nothing but a party profile. But what is party? Party is like a fancy word in financial services where an individual is used to call a party. So bank address their customer as a party. Sometimes in legal terms also party is preferred as an individual. So party is nothing, just an individual or like any company. So any individual will have some profile and that is going to store as a for this example it will store as a folder and we'll call it party profile. Now, in that particular folder, you will have the multiple pages. What are the pages? Those information can be your income information, your credit score. If you have any asset, you will have the document for that. Your property document, you will put it over there. If you have bought a loan, so if you bought a home loan, for example, you will submit your loan registry document. It is going to store into that particular party profile folder. So those are the page inside it. Now next, what is sticker? So sticker is something like when a bank will do assessment of your profile, your income profile, your credit profile, your AML deduction or something like anti-money laundering, fraud deduction, something. If they find any issue, they are going to label inside that particular page that there is some risk involved with this customer. So physically they will put some sticker like a red sticker or something like that. Now you have some family member who are also the customer of that bank. How they will connect it? They will connect it via this red strings. So they will have multiple file, one for the Abhishek Verma, one for the Rohit, and Rohit and Abhishek are the brothers. How they will be connected? So they will tie up with the red string. This is the example I took for simplifying the party profile and its related object. And this is the example we are going to take throughout this video. Now I have, this is not an official bifurcation. So I have divided into total 8 category because we have 29 objects. We have to, simplify and understand each and every object in detail. So uh, case file itself will have some 4 objects, nothing, just the master detail of the master information of the customer. Then if that customer is related to any company, any household, so those category will come inside the relationship group and reasons. It will have 3 objects. Then if you have given consent on anything, if you have given authorization to deduct the money from your saving account, so it has 2 objects related to that. Then your credit profile, total 5 object with it. Financial asset, if you have something, then there is a 6 object for that. Then if you have the liabilities, 2 object for that. Money in means your income, whatever income you are getting from your salary, from your rent or anything else. that is going to be stored into money in, and money out is something your expenses, your AMI, and other uh, stuff you spend your money out, which will go outside from your account. It's money out. Then identify and screening. It is like you will do the KYC, that is the identification. Screening is just, I say, the bank will do the audit on your profile. They will see you belong to that fraud or not. So that is four objectives available for that. This is how I have divided and try to simplify and categorize all those party objects into these 8 categories. So let's start with the first category, the case file itself. It will have the four objects, and first object is party profile. We already have talked too much about party profile. Party profile is a physical folder where the customer's basic information will be stored. That's it. Nothing specific on this. It is just consider this as a folder, nothing else. It has the API name like a party profile, and label is a party profile, and you can see it will store the party profile name, uh, their primary information like a date of birth, and their SSN number, their identification. Nothing more detailed information will be stored here. Second object, these are the now the pages is going to insert in that particular folder. You as an individual might have multiple address, few permanent address, few will have the permanent plus their communication address, mailing address, shipping address, different. Your office address also can be another shipping address. So that is going to be stored into party profile address. If you see on the screenshot here, it will have the party profile address name, the type of address you have, then actual address, it is valid from one date to another date, it is your primary address or not. This kind of information will be stored. If this address is verified, when it is verified, it is going to store into this party profile address object. Next object, we have party profile participant. For example, me and my wife apply for a saving account as a joint account, saving joint account. So there will be a two party involved, me and my wife. So primary account holder will be the Abhishek Verma, and secondary account holder will be my wife. So my wife will be like a party profile participant because she is participating into my joint account. Similarly, if you apply for the loan, you might have multiple applicants, applicant 1, 2, 3. So those are going to be stored as a party profile participants. The next, we have the party profile risk. I already mentioned bank used to take any risk with physical labels on that particular pages of that folder. So similarly, in party relationship data model, we have party profile risk object, where what is the risk, what is the type of risk, what is the category, and risk can be overridden or not. Sometimes the risk is not that high that it should be compromise, and sometimes risk will be very low. It's just a similar flag that can be bank say, okay, let's give him loan or something like that. It's not that big risk. So those information is going to store onto party profile risk object. Now we will move to section number 2, party relationship group. If you have watched my household video, there briefly I have mentioned about the party relationship group, that if you wanted to connect two individual to one household or a group, you have to create the party relationship group object. Then you can see into ARC and their hierarchy. So this is nothing but just bundling up all the party relationship into one tree, family tree or household tree. Next we will have party profile business reason. So every individual belong to any region. As I belong from India, in higher way you can say Asia. If you go more, it called APAC or something like that. So similarly, each and every region has their name associated with it. So those information where the Abhishek Verma is belong to which business region of that bank is going to store into party business region. It will have information like reason, revenue percentage, what is that party profile associated with, it is active, a trade is going on or not, what is the name of that business, and what is the trade type. Means this is just like a particular business happening into reason. The reason detail and the business detail is going to store here briefly, not in that detail. Now, third section, it's a consent and authorization. As the name suggests, if we give the consent to anything, either bank can have access to your personal information, either bank can have access to your all the data whatever you have submitted. So those kind of consent is going to store into party consent object. If you have given consent to check your credit score, so it is going to store as a soft credit pull consent. It is a data collection category. What is the privacy status, where it is your consent got captured from the website or a mobile or on telephonic, you say yes, you can have that data. So this information is going to store into party consent object. Next we have multi-party information authorization request. This is not specific to any individual or something. This is like when you see a consent form, that is the authorization request is generated, and based on that request, if you give the approval for authentication, if you have denied, or if you have not click on anything, it is going to be into a pending status. So this is the request is generated from the bank to a customer for the authorization, and it is going to store into multi-party information authorization request. Next we have the credit profile of family category. It will have the four objects. First is the party credit profile. Party credit profile is nothing. Whenever you apply for the loan, they will check what is your credit score, your credit history they will check. So your credit score is going to store into this party credit profile. And what is the identity fire like Equifax, what is the credit bureau, what is the party profile, is there any reference object from where the data has been pulled for checking your credit score. Those reference object can be stored, and on which date this score is fetched, because your credit score is supposed to refresh by each and every month. So on which date it is captured, it is going to store here. Next we have party credit profile alert. What is party credit profile alert is like when a bank check your credit score and find some dispute on it, find some red flags like that, I have not paid the EMI for last 3 years of my loan, and it is in non-performing asset like an NP account. So those kind of alert is going to store into party credit profile alert. Even your credit score got changed, alert will be created. You make a large transaction like 1 CR or something, it is going to store into some alert. Now another object, we have credit profile financial account. What is it? So whenever your information got pulled from credit bureau, number of financial account you hold, number of credit card you hold, number of loans you have, all the information related to your financial accounts, be it with the same bank or other bank, all the detail will come up into that particular report, which will be fetched from the credit bureau. So those, if you have a loan account, if you have any credit card account, saving account, those are different type of account information is going to store into party credit profile financial account record. Next we have party credit profile financial account activity. Now on that particular loan, what information we got fetched from the credit bureau, let's say for the personal loan, if I have not paid 2 AMI or 3 AMI, it will display in my credit score. If I paid the AMI correctly on each and every one on same day, then it is going to store. Where it is going to store those activities? In party credit profile financial account activity object. Then next we have party credit profile inquiry. So whenever you call a bank for a loan, you apply for the loan, you apply for the credit card, this is the inquiries you are making against your credit profile, and those information is going to store into party credit profile inquiries. These are the data going to fetched from your credit bureau. There's multiple credit bureau like Equifax, TransUnion, and there are others also available. So this is what party credit profile inquiry is. Now we will move to section 5, the financial asset family. It will have almost 6 objects. First is financial party financial asset. So any party like me holding any financial asset like any stocks, any mutual fund, any digital gold, those asset, my financial asset is going to store into financial party financial asset objects. Next, financial account party financial asset. This is not specific to any persona. This is the linking between financial account, which we have a different account, financial account, to attach with the party financial attach. It's just a junction object which is mapping two different object into one. Then we have financial asset additional owner. So let's say uh, I have some financial asset like a gold, but my friend and me buy that gold, so he is having few percentage of ownership in that. I have few percentage of ownership in that particular gold. Let's say 1 kg gold, he on 80%, I on 20%, so he is also additional owner. So those information is going to store into party financial asset additional owner object. Now we have party financial asset lien. So this is any legal claim a lender holds over the asset until the debt is clear. What does it mean? So let's say I took a gold loan. So now a legal claim lender is what? The financial institution who has given me loan and I have given my gold. So they can make a claim if I try to do anything with that gold. Or let's take a different example. My home, I took a mortgage loan. Okay, so I put my registration, my documents related to property to a bank and get the money from there. If I try to sell that home loan, a legal claim can be made from the lender that this asset is belongs to, right now it belongs to the legal lender, and they until you have repaid all your payment and AMI is clear and you got the registry back from bank to you. This is what the party financial asset lien is. Means any claim made by the lender on your asset for which you have taken the loan. Now we'll cut this. Next we have party financial asset terms. So whenever you purchase any home loan or something, there will be few terms and condition apply with it. So those information is going to store into financial party financial asset terms object. 6 is the liabilities. This is money out. We can say that liabilities is something, the obligation you have like a rent, EMI, credit card payment, those kinds of liabilities. If you have those information is going to store in party financial liabilities information. Now we have party financial liability additional borrower. So this is just like if you have any financial liabilities and there is a additional borrower on that, those information going to store into this party financial liability additional borrower object. Now money in money out. Money in is like your income, money out is whatever amount you are paying to any bank as a EMI, paying rent, your daily household expenses is the money out. So party income, whatever income you are getting like a salary, bonus, any rent from the rental property is going to store into party income object. Party expense is money out, whatever expense you have, those information is going to store into party expense object. Party fund source. Party fund source is what whenever you apply for any saving account or any loan, sometimes you have to pay some money additionally. For example, let's take example of a home loan. If I bought a 1 crore of home loan, uh, I I apply for the 80 lakh of loan, right? 20 lakh is I will pay from my side. But what is the source of that 20 lakh? I need to declare it. And that information is going to store into party fund source. What is the source of your fund is going to be stored here. Then identity and screening. This is the section 8 of party identity verification. This is all the information related to your verification, identity verification, like a KYC for us, for India, like Aadhaar card verification, PAN card verification. Those kind of verification detail is going to store into party identity verification object. This is also work very well for the compliance, because when this verification is done, what is the status at the time, it will create a copy for that. Your verification can be done in future also, like a re-KYC. So again, those information is going to store into party identity verification object. Now next we have party identity verification step. So every verification have step by step, like first your Aadhaar card verification, second is PAN card verification, income verification, your personal fund source verification, your address verification. So there is a step by step process for that. So those information what was performed is going to store in party identity verification steps. Now we have party screening verification is like verified against a particular information you have done. Screening is like a bank will do a cross check on your details from your bank account, or from third party they will just cross verify your all the profile. So those are the screening will be done. Let's say they will take your income, they will take your bank statement and check for the income is properly coming or not. It is INPS or NEFT, what is the mode of transaction of your salary, what is the multiple transaction you have done. So those information is going to store into party screening steps, that what are the steps need to perform. The next we have party screening summary. So once your screening is done, they will get the information whether it is passed, screening is passed or failed, or there is any flag on that. So party screening summary will hold that information. So now we have done almost all the party financial object. If I miss anything, just drop me in comment and I will try to it in this video only. So now if we take the example like one customer, one January, and we cover all the object. So Abhishek Verma become a customer. A folder will be created as a party profile. When Abhishek Verma given his address, his information is going to store into party profile address. When he upload his passport, it is going to store into party profile identity verification plus party profile identity verification steps. When it is checked against their watch list or checklist item, so it will be step plus party profile summary what we have saw just now. Then if you assign the permission to give your salary slip, your all the information data collection, it is going to store into party consent. Then I give that this is my salary, this is my rent. So those information like money in, money out, going to store into income, expense and fund source objects. If bank pull your credit score, it is going to store into financial profile and the inquiry. If any lender put a claim on that particular property where you have not paid any loan, those information going to store into financial asset plus lien. Then if you have declared your existing loans, your rental, any liabilities, so those information is going to store into financial liabilities. Now if I add any joint holder, so that is going to store into role relationship. Any risk comes from my credit profile, then party profile risk, the information is stored. And once your lead is converted into account and your profile party profile is created, you can see all 360 view in a single pane of glass. So this is how we can define one customer journey into multiple objects. The reason behind is that there is multiple information, you can't have the custom object for it. And if you create a custom field on a single contact object, there is too much field to be created, and that is not ideal situation, and bank want this information in this kind of categories. That is the reason why we have the party profile or party related all these object in financial services cloud. So this is whole model in one screen: case file, relationship group, consent, credit profile, asset, liabilities, money in, money out, and identity screen. You can take the screenshot of this one, and you can remember whenever you are going for financial services cloud exam or going for the interview, this can be your cheat sheet. Thank you so much for watching. See you into next video.